Wagwan sports fans, welcome back to another very special episode of Studio Talk. I'm your host Jamari,
I'm Rush.
and this is This or That Sports TV, the place you guys come to get the best, most interesting, and riveting sports topics, discussions, and debates on the internet.
Yes, people, but before we get into today's episode, don't forget to like this one. Leave a comment under the video and subscribe to This or That Sports TV. Please do one more thing for us. No.
Share the video to at least 10 people, but ensure to get us 6 subscribers. Because if each and every one of you guys can manage to do that, you know how many subscribers that get us at the end of the day?
Wow, holy. What's going on, bro? What's going on?
Then, bro, I'm a bit tired, but the work must go on. Alright?
Work must go on still in our life stay, dog. Because we're there, you know, we're there, hold it, you know. The youth them, when they hold it, bridging. You see me? The youth them, when they hold it, dog.
Crazy.
I'm going to send a message there, bro.
It's crazy.
Sometimes it's rough, but hold it, you see it? Anyways, we don't have to linger too long. People, please share the video. The last thing I ask about it, you see me?
Yeah.
The like, obviously.
So I asked the youth them for hold it
Yeah.
and share the video.
Yeah, dog, too much of youth them now hold it, you know. I don't really want to go on and on and that, but youth them now hold it. You see me I say? And
Bro, sometimes it get hard still.
sometimes it's hard, bro, trust me.
Hey, as a male from God green earth still,
It's
man,
easy.
It's a rough roll now.
It rough. But that's why we have to make each other know, say, yo, bro, hold it. The whole way I feel the same thing. You know what I mean? And not the same thing in the exact way, but all the way I have a struggle, so. Hold it, my G's. And girls, you know, hold it, you see it. So we have to talk some football, obviously. We have a few things to get into. Speak about a few players, and then we're going to talk about the JFF. You see me, so what do you feel about that lineup there?
You know, it feel like a solid lineup. It feel
Yeah.
like a solid lineup, like the one we bring guy there, sticker.
Wanna lie?
Nearly kicking Mexico face.
Nearly.
Sure.
This close. But people, stay tuned to Studio Talk. We'll be right back. Alright, so new thing on the block. And it's some rumors again. Apparently Demari Gray, and these are rumors obviously. We're not seeing official from the JFF side, we're not seeing official from the player side. But you don't know what they're in the information business, and that's the most valuable currency right now, information in YouTube. Care or don't care? Demari Gray apparently.
Let me
have
care.
been-
What kind of question that they are
Bro, it's
asking?
rumors at this point. We've
Yeah.
heard this before, that
Yeah.
documents are get sorted out. So
Yeah.
that means I say right now, based on what here, care or don't care, wait for Gold Cup squad for drop, or you start get excited already because it seemed like, you know, a few people seem a bit sure at this time. What do you feel about this?
I'm not really too buy rumor still, but I mean, I definitely
Where why?
care. Like,
Whereby?
not rumor. I don't buy rumor. I buy other things, but I don't buy
Judge
rumor.
you would. Yeah, go
I
on.
buy things like
on.
food to eat and them something there, bro.
Say a word, bro. You don't buy a rumor, but carry on.
Yeah, so I'm gonna buy a rumor. So no matter what they must sell, I'm not really buy it. But at the end of the day, it's something what make me think.
Yeah.
Definitely excite me. So if you don't want to buy it, so obviously if I'm picking a Jamaica squad, a 23 or a 26 for the Gold Cup, obviously it's still going to be for either Demari Gray. So as far as I'm concerned, he's not Jamaican yet. But, boy oh boy, would it be nice.
Would it be nice? And you think about it, it would add so much quality to the team, and that would be one of the players. I feel like a lot of times we get players and it doesn't necessarily make us.
You know, moving in
Yeah, it don't move the needle. But we get a few players over the years, and you can't say Antonio move the needle, Ethan Pinnock move the needle.
100%.
You get me? I say a few other players, we get them in, and hopefully Russell move the needle right now.
Jamal Lowe make a
Jamal
impact.
Lowe, impact. I can tell you right now, if we get them I feel like that would move the needle. That would be another Moments player. That would be another player that the quality between first and second and third is now so far off, and trust me, we won't be complaining about the players that we're going to see in the forward position. And that's what I'm looking forward to. I don't want to be iffy. I want to know that when a squad get called up, if a Bobby Reed, Jamal Lowe, Liam Bailey, and Demari Gray, I have no qualms. They get me and say, I want to reach that point. Then no, I really want this to be the thing, because how much longer can Demari Gray hold out for English call up? And the thing is, he's getting older. He's struggling for form at Everton because, you know, I was watching Simon video earlier, and one of the guys from Toffee TV, that's the Everton fan channel in England, he was saying that the thing with Demari Gray is just consistency. You know the quality that you're getting. You know that at any moment him can put it top bins. You know at any moment him can dribble past 3 players and kick the ball in the goal. But how often him ever do that? And that's where it's, Demari Gray struggle on the club side. But international play, we see a lot of times where players are not even the star for their clubs, but then them go to the international team and everybody love them there because them put in a shift, i.e. Giroud and those type of players. You see me? So, Demari Gray an exciting talent, and I feel like Demari Gray can definitely, Demari Gray have the quality to become the man for Jamaica. He's in that class. I feel like he's in the Bobby Reid and the Liam Bailey class. I feel like they're all in that class and none of them separate them. And Mikel Antonio, yeah. He's definitely in that class. But we look at it now. Liam Bailey's injured. Liam Bailey come off with a hamstring. I think he's grade 1 them say or something. She's that awful. I hope she's a grade 1. Yeah, I pray she's a grade 1. But just a couple weeks.
Yeah, regardless, I think he'll be back by July.
If worst case, I don't want it reach 6 months. I don't want it. Hamstring can be a weird thing, so I pray. I pray. You see me? Liam Bailey out. Demari Gray. If Liam Bailey out for a couple months, getting the news of Demari Gray will hit a little bit better than if Liam Bailey was available. Obviously, if Liam Bailey on one wing, Demari Gray or Bobby Reid on one wing, and that leave, who to tell? Demari Gray or Liam Bailey can play the number 10 position. One of them can play the forward position. You see me? So, let's talk about Liam Bailey for a little bit and then we'll come back to Demari Gray. At what point to start calling Liam Bailey injury prone?
I mean, Liam Bailey is an injury prone player.
Liam Bailey is injury prone.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about a knock. Hamstring a tear, grind again issues what? Calf, ankle one time.
Ankle issues, yeah.
That's not good and you don't want that at 25. You don't want that and this can hamper your career, bro, because in a club where yes you're one of the players that play week in, week out, but at the same time you're in the English Premier League. Everybody are good at the neck and the players behind you, them are trying to take a spot. You don't want to be out for too long. No. In the Premier League, we see it, bro. You're over too long, your spot gone.
You're going to buy somebody to replace
them. They're going to buy somebody.
Literally, like you just buy somebody to replace. You just spend $30 million on a replacement with the quickness.
Yeah, so, man, I love this because I never want
the quickest to find yourself for Southampton.
I tell you.
Or in the Championship. Or in Spain.
English Premier League no play because for a lot of the clubs, the bottom line is what matters. A lot of the clubs know that. Aston Villa know them now in the Premier League. Get them a try get in Europe or whatever, but they know that they need to turn a profit, they need to keep the funds on them side.
Bro, you think about Dean Henderson. Dean Henderson get injured. Like Dean Henderson will come back. It's not gonna be a backup when he come back. He's not come back for Navas game.
I will see.
And he's not take the hair game. So what Dean Henderson not gonna do? I'm going to find the next club go on loan. I'm going to go to Southampton now.
That is it.
I'm going to go get a championship club.
Can you out for too long? I just go buy Navas. Like literally just go buy Navas.
You get me?
I'm going to buy a really good goalkeeper.
And Dean Henderson was amazing for Nottingham Forest.
He was one of their best players for the early part of the season.
When you think about situations like that now, like you go down for a little bit, you go down like, you're injured for 2 months. You have to buy somebody to replace him. Because nobody on the bench now can be able to replace Liam Bailey.
Yeah.
So we have to buy somebody that quality to fill the gap. And then the next thing you know, you're out again.
Yeah, we're at the back end of the season though. I just about 8 games left. So hopefully, there's something like pre-season and I was gonna say hopefully it's not a bad tear. Or could just be a pray. Me just hope for the best. It could just be a strain, but I hear grade 1 tear and obviously I not see it from the reputable source. And a lot of these clubs keep it in-house because they don't want teams plan for them. But Liam Bailey, we don't want this injury prone thing following. But no, this is our 3rd season at Aston Villa. And every single season, Liam Bailey get a serious injury. Every single one. I hope this season they get a good run.
It's funny that these injuries don't normally affect the FIFA dates, you realize?
Yeah.
Because he's been relatively
Him go and come back in March already.
Available for Jamaica, which is a good thing. But generally, he just a come back after an injury. At one point, I think he even forced an injury, which would have caused him to get injured, which is what his camp said, which is what Craig Boyer said, that he forced an injury to play for Jamaica and
I think he was in the Gold Cup.
Yeah. So, one thing about him always get an injury, but him always find a way for forward back right around the FIFA window.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
And even obviously we care most about Jamaica and whatever, but at the end of the day, we do care about the player.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I watch Liam Bailey, watch Aston Villa. There are a couple of players on that team like Mings
and even if we were completely selfish towards the national team, we need him to score goals in England
Right.
in order to go and play well for Jamaica.
That's where I was going. So even though, watch Aston Villa a lot of the times for Leon Bailey, watch the teams that the Jamaicans play for. I would want them to do it. Because if they're doing well for their club, we are hopes that form they can transpose into the national team. If Leon Bailey score goals and get assists and create chances for Aston Villa, that only bodes well for Jamaica. So Leon Bailey, fan of Leon Bailey, obviously everybody know. Want Leon Bailey to do well.
Still think Leon Bailey is a better footballer than Demari Gray.
I'm going to say class,
but I just had to put that out there, for sign hall them.
I left spot. I left wing Demari Gray up. I mean, him can do take a Bobby Reed game right now. Honestly, bro. The way Bobby Reed and Akile, I'm gonna think Demari Gray walk and just come lift him up out of the spot. You see me? But the competition, I love it.
All of them have to play.
All of them have to play. And if we have to play too far, Leon Bailey go play far and Demari Gray play on the wing. Because the thing with Demari Gray, I'm like, the conversation, come back to Demari. He can play both wing. I was seeing him play with Leon Bailey.
I think he can play the half forward.
He can play number 10. You see me? We'll see it. And we'll see him at Leicester City when he broke onto the scene and he was just promising.
Yeah.
So, and he was one of the players that I don't think he was delusional when he thinking he could get an English call-up. He was being called to the under-21s and all of that and scored goal for them and all of that. You see me, so, a lot of players will say, oh, you're not get an English call-up, but I said, no, well out. You see me, come play for you.
But
as I
said, I really buy a rumor still, but apparently he was open to the Jamaica situation. It was just a mishandling of documents. So apparently he was supposed to already have played for Jamaica.
May I hear name and spell wrong on documents and everything there. Which sound weird, but that's a good thing.
I buy a rumor still, but
if that's the case,
hear say being open to the call-up.
Yeah.
And I remember watching something where it was like very open and in tune with Jamaican heritage.
When he did that Leverkusen, I think.
No,
Everton.
Since Everton. Yeah. Them they do a feature upon him and I talk about him Jamaicanness, and I think that was something that really, started to stir up rumors. So I as far as what I know, as far as what I suspect, as far as what I've heard, obviously I'm gonna buy a rumor, but I think him being make himself open to Jamaicans, I don't think that situation is holding out for an English call-up. It's a situation where, him say, alright, I play for Jamaica, but I handle my documents properly.
Right. Yeah, I hope, bro, and you ever said it a while ago, if it's a matter of name just need spell wrong on documents, that's great for us. Because that means, as I say, won't come, he might try come, but unfortunately legal issues and documents you can't just get them.
Me not go fly from England come peak of sort out my passport. After me have probably one of the most powerful passports in the world. The only reason we need a Jamaican passport is to play football for Jamaica. Because I can be all of Jamaica without having that Jamaican passport. There is absolutely no need for any person, any dual national to have a Jamaican passport besides the fact that they want to play for Jamaica. There is no need.
And obviously, you don't know the customs issue. When you're forward, you can show them the blue book and them say, oh, you're returning resident or you're resident, you come here, no problem. But other than that, obviously, that's just, you don't even need it for that. That was just you have to avoid chatting.
That's what I say. So because you can be all the well, like for example, if I have children, American children, I may live in America, so I'm living in America or in Europe. The only reason I get a passport is to come play for the country. But probably do due diligence if they're a baller and just make sure they have it from early so there's no hiccups.
I will just plan feet, you don't know.
You get me? I say, but besides that, they do the Jamaican passport.
Yeah.
Literally, they have the English passport. So the migrant can be all of Jamaican. You hear me? I say can be fully a Jamaican kid growing up in England. Me still not fly from England come sort out my passport for them. That now go.
And I don't think him need for it.
Try sort out my passport, please.
I think him need.
Drop it off.
I don't think him need for do that.
They might be concert of London, but we just have say, me wouldn't have put in the effort to get Jamaican passport. What we need that for?
Well, you want to secure international future. You want to play international football.
That's what I said. That's the only reason. But then if the team don't want me bad enough to get my passport and put a foot, then I'm fine.
Yeah.
Chilling.
I pray. I really hope to do something. We need these type of players. And as I said, bro, the other day we did make a comparison between the Jamaican team at its peak and the US team at its peak. And yes, they're better than us. But this is one next step.
Yeah, it brings us closer.
Now we are replaced.
It brings us closer to the Mexico.
Now we are probably replaced Corey Burke or Karim Paris with
it brings us
Damn, Demari,
it
great,
brings
bro.
us closer to the Mexico, and I think start to separate us from the Canada. Bro, besides Alfonso Davies and Jonathan David, Canada really has nothing on us. But I don't think Jamaica have
But
a fun.
system power and them coaching power.
Jamaica don't have Alfonso Davies or Jonathan David. And I don't think anywhere close to any of those two players. So it's just the quality that them have in those two players, in addition to the supporting cast. And as I said, John Herdman is a genius.
And they make it work, bro. And I feel like Jamaica need to tap into that. Because yeah, I think we have an outclass America upon talent.
Not for
But
now.
if we get
not for a long
not for
time,
now, not for now.
decades.
But if we get something we work through, we can beat America. We've seen we come close to beat America.
And it's like we can go World Cup qualify, we can win the competition. We can win a World Cup. Well, it's not the same anymore. Obviously, World Cup qualifiers changed now, so there's no winning World Cup qualifiers anymore. But it's like, oh, Canada win that competition. Canada won the league. You get me? I say it's a league of 6 teams, 8 teams, and Canada won that league. And I think Jamaica could have, with the talent that we started to get, could have put ourselves in a position where we can win a round robin form and play a good run of football, catch a good run of form. Because let's make no mistake about it, Canada is not better than USA or Mexico, talent-wise. But obviously, as a team, I guess they're the best team in country.
And obviously it's a
Let's see how
football
the Nations League go though.
It's a football cliche, but football don't play on paper. And I feel like Jamaica would try to do that a lot of times. Where we are Jamaican fans, you know how good the individual players are, we expect that to just happen on the pitch.
That game against Panama National Stadium, that teach me.
And I really saw
that teach me.
And the game in Mexico too. Because I see the difference between a lot of the players that were playing in that Panama game in the National Stadium. Were some of the same players playing in Mexico just like 2 weeks ago. And they look like totally different players. I talk about players where we are questioned if their money as good as Honduras and El Salvador players, bro. But we literally are looking and say, yo, them Panamanian players here,
better than Ethan.
Which the truth is they're not, because they're now players at a level that those players are playing at. Then the game can't walk in a Ethan Pinnock shoes. Like no day, no way. You see me, but at the same time, just putting players on a pitch and tell them to play football, even though they're professionals, it don't really work like that. You need a system, you need a coach. And the man them can control ball now. They get me and say the man them look like, so them know what them do, them look like them know them for day. Them look like full-blown professionals playing for Jamaica, and that's how we are. So if we can get...
Still genuinely reason how those Central American players are playing in Central America because, for example, bro, if you could have played in the JPL and make 500,000 a month,
enough people in
the USA, enough people in the MLS, enough people in the Europe. Is work and play in the JPL, make a career out of that. So because in these Central American leagues, I think what I say, Mexico have big league, you get me? I say, but like say Costa Rica and Panama, where them can play local football, them can buy themselves a nice car and them can buy themselves a house. You get me? I say them not rich or nothing, but them can play in their respective leagues and make a living. Their aspiration to probably go overseas in order to just make it, in order to just be able to live. It's not as fervent as you'd say. Players, Jamaican players, which is why I still maintain the belief that these players, a lot of them that we see playing in Central America, are championship quality. I guarantee.
Some of them are championship quality. I don't championship quality. We talk about Costa Rica. You know where we see players playing in the Premier League, we see players playing in the Europe top league. We see them churning out top players in CONCACAF. I mean, I talk about I talk about top of the top 10. You see me? I say really good players. So. Again, hopefully a player like Demari Gray can turn this around for it. Another thing though, Coach Al Gibson, was this one of his quests when he visit England? This could be one of the, because you see this man, he might build a reputation for recruiting players. And recruiting sounds weird because either Jamaican or not, but he's building a little reputation of putting in that ad surprise. You know, we can't say we did see a lot of the players. Bro, to be honest, 2 months ago, I never know about Jonathan Russell. Yeah, I never know about Jonathan Russell. I say names get called and one heap of name we hear we just now come play for Jamaica. You get me? I say, but Jonathan Russell is now a Jamaican international.
Full international, and captain and all.
Hopefully Al Grimson on the cloud can pull a Demari Gray. And I feel like Al Grimson is the man to pull a Demari Gray. We look at other players, other coaches. Yeah, Paul I feel like could have done it just because I'm familiar with the English setup. Before that, I don't think top of the cloud for pull a Demari Gray. You know, and this is how we get to hire.
Well, I mean, you could say Theodore Moore managed to pull an Ethan Pinnock.
He did. No, That's a parallel job, bro. A parallel liaison with the English player. And I mean, say that my word. That I come out of, no, that I come out of them camp. That I come out of top of
Yeah, but I
Top
didn't
of
idea.
the English players are a parallel business that. Yeah, me say, I mean, hear that from myself, so.
Bobby Reed was before Paul came on.
Yeah.
You get me, I say. So, was Bobby Reed before Tapa?
Yeah, man.
No.
No, not before Tapper.
Tapa,
Remember, Paula
Tapa-
just come in a Gold Cup.
Me not talk about Paul, me not talk about Tapa, because you say we talk about pulling English players,
Yeah, man.
clout. I think
Yeah,
I think
man.
a Tapa
Bobby
would
Tapper.
yeah.
Bobby that Tapper.
Tapa have clout pull some big players, I guess.
Yeah, Bobby that Tapper. Yeah. Hopefully we get them argument, and I feel like that would be good for the Jamaican football setup. People, let's speak about the JFF. A couple things I put it right talk about the reggae girls and just the new feel around the JFF. It's kind of weird when I see a lot of people at them heads. So, people, stay tuned. More studio talk after this. Yeah, studio talk. Bro, the JFF. They made a couple.
Now, why I live in that man style?
Go on that. Who was that?
Toxic talk.
Oh, big up Jeffrey, big up the college man. I don't know anything though.
Why does they live in that man style?
We didn't realize, but on a lie, man a toxic talk, probably just come out say, you see me? But yeah, big up Jeffrey again, college man. Let's talk about some JFF, bro. Let's talk about some JFF. A question came to me today. I'm gonna put it to you. I'm gonna put it right there on the screen right now. Was the change this easy all along? Like, was it this easy to be transparent 2 years ago? Was it this easy to build a good relationship with the Reggae Girls Foundation? Was it this easy to speak to the media? Was it this easy? Was it this easy to improve the JPL? Was it this easy to improve the schoolboy football and all of that fall under JFF when I hear nobody say? Was it this easy to get sponsorships into the JFF? Was it always this easy, bro?
Yeah.
Or
They never just
they just make it look easy right now because of the new Gen 6?
It was always this easy.
It was always this easy to
Yeah.
come and talk to the media and make the fans know so them not mad.
Yeah,
I just want to
yeah,
do the job.
yeah.
It was always this easy.
I promise you.
Bro, that
I
time
promise
mad
you.
and that show incompetent. You know, some people in the executive
Win,
branch-
brother.
Me not say no, bro. Me not say no.
Some people. I to the true word.
And a true word, bro, but
Dalton win, my father.
and the point.
Yeah.
Because really it's never a love man thing, bro. The point is,
Yeah.
it couldn't have been this easy.
Now you know see.
It can't.
Are you blind?
Bro, Mr. Chung make it look too easy at this point. Like every time I hear Mr. Chung speak, it's almost like the man has a new sponsorship will come. I will see it, to see them post pictures of Sheikh and we see
To be honest, Dennis Chung is a businessman.
before all else.
Bro, remember you know, we come and we talk about it and we say, oh, this is a businessman, this is a professional.
And that's why we love the move.
Yeah?
Because in going to organizations, some underperforming
Yeah.
organizations, and when he left, they're a total different organization. And I can tell you, Mr. Chung got the job probably this year or on the back end of last year.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, bro, the JFF have a different feel to it, and that was just one. You know, I can also say that the relationship with Mr. Speed is also a good one because them look like a lot of things Mr. Chung give Speed credit for. And the Coach Algrimson, that was Speed's recommendation, and that was all Speed. So, what you think are the main thing what caused the JFF to seem like them do 180 right now? Come ask the question, you know, did we want a new JFF or want this JFF to do better?
Out to the
What do you think
old
that
and in with the new, bro.
I just freshness?
Not just freshness, but the right fresh addition. The man them hire a professional leader to lead, bro. That's why you see in organizations, well-run organizations, when them hire, this thing about from the bottom up and them thing, bro. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
In the best run organizations, they're going to hire somebody who was trained to do that particular job. People are going to come in to lead and people are going to come in to work. So I probably win is a JFF man where they run football from Wapikil, Philippines, them say. So come end up in a position. Longevity don't always mean you're qualified for the job. And I'm all about hiring professionals in their position. We don't need a football savant to be a gen sec, bro.
You know what I love about this? And about Mr. Chung and his operations? You can't catch Mr. Dennis Chung at our football. It not gonna happen. You not see the man on none of them YouTube show. You not see the man on Sportsmax at talk football. The man talk logistics, the man talk deals, the man talk sponsorship, the man talk setup and games and
Support.
And them things the man talk about Reggie. The man not talk about how Jamaica want to play attractive football and even things that we don't love to hear him not say. Because that is not his job, he not care about that.
Supposedly when they do their job.
When they do their job that. And too often, bro, people that are not supposed to be dabbling in the football part of the thing are dabbling in it. You get me? I say, and that's how we go wrong a lot of the times. Such a care, not that him care, but in
no, but I'm sure if I see him one away, me and him talk about a football conversation. Because he's not a dunce to football.
But if you catch him, yeah, but if him come on this show,
his job is not to speak about football.
Right.
He's a very professional.
So now have him man we are talking about whisper, we are talking about young player, this and that. But if you catch him in the capacity of Gensec talking about Gensec affairs, that man not going to tell about the football, and that's why we like the appointment. Because we never need somebody about the football. We really never need nobody about the football.
Well-run organizations, as I say, for example, in the military, you have people who come from the bottom up, them get good positions because of experience and them know the job, but them hire leaders. You get me? I say at 19, 21 years old, you are hired and trained to be a leader, and that's how your career is going to progress. You get me? I say. And that's how good organizations should be run. People don't learn to lead by following for years. That's madness. That's absolute madness. You don't learn to lead by following for years. You learn to lead by being taught how to lead and then being made to lead. You get me? I say that's why I'm all about hiring professional leaders, hiring professional CEOs. I'm all about having people go out, get qualified, get trained to lead, and then get hired in a leadership position. Rather than just you being promoted to lead simply because you've been there.
Yeah, just because you've been there. You know, one thing I love about the JFF are seemingly right now is at least the transparency. You know, and accountability. You know, I realize that sometimes, I hear the man, whether it be bluff or not, they might hold up the man. You get me? I say, when we see President and Ryan Shaw the other day, they might say, yeah, for a lot of years we get it wrong. But we are trying to do it right. I think, if I'm not mistaken, him saying if we don't make next World Cup, he might resign. You get me? I say, and that obviously him say that, and I'm sure it sounds good, and you want to sound like you hold yourself accountable. But that are some of the things that we want to hear. We want to hear people that say, yo, we are trying to change this. When Mr. Chung come in and say, yo, it's a messy one. Like, he must say, yo, I think when he asked him if he question himself and say, where him take up on the head. You get me? I say, and slowly but surely, he must say, yo, this was wrong, but we are doing it that way here. We never have these, no, we are rebrand the JFF and we are get these, we are get sponsorship. And this is what we want, the transparency. We want them to be able to say, yo, we never did it right this time, but this is what we are doing to make the steps. Another thing I really like about JFF right now is the relationship between the executive and the Reggae Girls Foundation, Cinderella Marley and company. And I'm not talking about a personal relationship because really actually I don't care. I don't care whether I want to be friends or not. What I want is a relationship that allows for the best for the female football. You know, and let's talk about the Sheffield game that they got the other day, and that is something that I really like. I think the Reggae Boys did it some years ago. They played Tottenham or something.
Are we going to talk about Hockey Diasha as the greatest Jamaican footballer ever?
After the World Cup, we talk about some Kenny Diasha and I stop, bro. But yeah, Kenny Diasha in that game played well, get an assist. Reggae Girls played well, and they played a decent team in England.
A team that I might add we were supposed to win based on the players that we had, based on the players that we have. Supposed to win, but we went out and we did exactly what we were supposed to do. I think we could have made lighter work of the situation. Keep in mind, it's not our full complement of girls. We still have some of the American girls, left to come over. But, we got a win. Every camp is a great camp. As Tiffany Cameron said, something like that. One more stepping stone towards the summer. And it's important that the JFF are doing these types of things. It's absolutely important.
Men's or women's, bro. We don't want to see the empty FIFA date. We don't want to see, big
This
game.
wasn't even a FIFA situation.
No, I understand. I understand that this was just an arranged friendly.
Yeah, like how them in England or Europe, Kudos to the ones that traveled from North America. Big ups to like Havana Salone and people who would have made the trip. It's important, but obviously not everybody would have do it. Some people have school or whatever.
Some people just couldn't go because, like I say, it's not a FIFA situation. But don't leave games on the table. I would not talk about playing Spain and Germany and England. I talk about games where we're going.
But if we can get to play Spain and Germany and England, we'll take it.
Not if it's not gonna help you.
It definitely not gonna help us. There's no way it doesn't help us.
We don't know if we're ready for that.
There's no way it doesn't help us. Both men's and women's.
On the women's side, yes, and the men's, I don't think we're there. I think we're still building.
We play Argentina, and I think that game helped us. Argentina is the best team in the world. There's no way a game against tough opposition will help us.
But at least another that man look for from the Reggae Boys right now, another that really want right now. I feel like we need a year or two of building up to that point where we want test yourself. I don't feel like a time to test yourself yet, but I understand what I say. The point I'm making though is get games, get games if I even tune that.
No, I think games are important to get, but if we can get the big game, we take the big game.
No, fine. Yeah. No, I understand
but
that.
It's important to always be playing.
Yeah.
Like, even if we have to play Trinidad 10 times, every FIFA date that Trinidad alone we can get, just make sure so the people them are play. You get me? I say? We have a FIFA date this time and we only played one game. We look good in that one game. But I've really loved if we could have gotten a game at the top end of the camp. But maybe Algrimson opted not to. June coming up. Let's try and get 3 games in June.
Yeah. Big summer for the Reggae Boys, big year for the Reggae Girls. Hopefully we can see some good football being played and getting some results that we really want. Under 20 Reggae Girls competition coming up in April or May. I'm looking forward to that.
Bro, when high school must be prominent on the team still. When Meadowbrook same way, you get me I say? We see a lot of the student athletes from Meadowbrook High School, especially the young girls, are doing the school proud.
Yeah, trying to say.
Yeah, as I said. Like I actually see the KC people on that team there.
I don't know what's wrong with this guy.
That's crazy.
I mean, the school feel proud, bro. That's what it's about. A couple of the girls from Meadowbrook for real, and hopefully just them can put in a shift for the country, bro.
Still love the college girls on that team.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh God.
For sure.
Love to see it.
Like I can't say how they do well. The last time we see it, the under 20s, I think it was last year the championship. I don't think we played well. But now I judge them too harsh. The under 17 never played really. I'm expecting to see some of those girls moving up. Hopefully we can take another step. Hopefully, this team we can see a 1 or a 2 girl who can look for and say, all right, she come for the senior team. And a couple of players that I remember from last championship. So hopefully we can see a step, bro. It's 6 months. It's 6 months of football being played for them to this tournament now, and hopefully we can see. Our other 20 girls, make. They should. This is a competition which shouldn't be too hard for them, to be honest. I'm seeing some Caribbean nations in it.
Yeah.
This should be a competition where, we see what we want to see. It shouldn't test them too tough. So, that. Anything else on the JFM side we want to highlight? Because we have to give props to it doing, bro. Because when the JFM deserve them beaten, we need they out there at the front of the line and we never hold them out. So, what do I give them little props? Anything else you want to say? Anything on Coach Algrims? Anything else on the president? Anything else on the players? We want to highlight or just big up our congrats or whatever.
We touch every corner, Mr. Chung, if you're watching this right now, we're trying to reach out to you. Please give me a text back. We're trying to get you on the show. Yeah, man. I'll straighten out the camera same way. Sorry, kids. If you watch this too. Wow, can we do a chat? Mr. Speed, been a while.
That. Are we that people are still the talk? Do it again?
Bro, Khadija Shaw is the greatest Jamaican footballer to ever done a reggae person shirt, bro. Nah, take back my talk.
Yeah, cousin.
You can say anything you want to say. You can talk anything when you want to say.
That girl, big sis.
Khadija Shaw, that's a big sister and the same age my father. crazy, bro.
But that's something else, but left that one there.
Listen. Khadija Shah.
What do you leave for that?
Yeah, idiot. Yeah, idiot. Listen.
Wait a sec. The greatest Jamaican footballer of all time, the Hotel League. Come on, you two.
No, but why should I out of my league?
Come on, you two.
But they out of there, man.
You know, say,
You know what? Is my?
I question the motive now, you know.
You know what is my league first of all?
What is your league?
You, me not say Khadija Shah is well within my league. Don't pass the place.
You say, I top man I play.
Bro, you see me in a shirt and tie same way. Don't feel
Who tells you that I can't hear Charlie? I tell you right now, I try out to say my father. Just till I says I meet me, I come from my father. But I show on a shirt and tie, I can't relate things, father.
Is that meeting?
Come on, I love you 95. I'm gonna think Khadija, I love you 95 now. You need for that game, bro.
In Manchester.
Yeah, you can't miss game or something there. So you have to go up your game before.
One of the game, not to me, that bunny game. After the game, same way. What's that? I go.
Alright.
Yeah, you're Khadija Shah, you're the goat and you're my goat.
Alright. It's a good note to leave it on. Hope you guys.
Big up Marla Sweatman today. I'm going to see Marla Sweatman back in my team, bro.
Bro, Marla can't make it side, Marla can't make it side.
Bro, man, after all that disrespect,
come go for some chilling look, I should not make it side.
Bro, we get some bad midfield. Like them just generate. Like everybody just want to Jamaican, some of the Jamaican passport at the World Cup situation. See how we go World Cup in the 98, my father? Oh, God, man, the most of Jamaican.
Pop just turn up.
Oh, that you can need it, eh? Rabbi Earl.
Jaja.
Score goal for we still now.
Yeah, I need Rabbi Earl.
Score goal for we still now. Them man, British now, bro. I take all them man the passport still now. I inaugural score for we still.
Yeah, I have to give them some respect.
You don't deserve the goal and get for that. You know who scored the goal for it in the women's competition? No. Man, Havana dog. She's a dog. Havana Salon really and truly don't like. She's not Jamaican none at all.
No, man, not fair situation. It's a weird one. You can't tell the people that food, you know.
Yeah, Havana Salon apparently her parents them on vacation. That's crazy.
In I want jump down.
Yeah.
I stay son the dog. Belly pop. Oh God, man. Say, that's a weird one where they say, she's not Jamaican.
And she's Caucasian, so not that it matters.
It don't matter about two white people live on vacation in Jamaica. I have a kid in Jamaica, and that's how she's eligible to play.
And it's not like she grew up.
It's a weird one, bro.
Yeah, she just never get the passport to leave.
Yeah.
So she literally, the only reason she got her passport was to leave. It's crazy. Yeah. Take her still.
No, I'm gonna take her of course.
Rather than Rabbi Earl.
And Havana Salona baller, and she come play for the country early.
Oh yeah.
So
well, too, she had played for the US at U levels. Well, you know, big up to Havana Salon. You know, we're goal scorer. Love your mama. But Khadija Shah the goal. Marla Setman, oh God, man, just please start get some assists, some holy assists and score some goals.
Left Budapest there.
Yeah, bro, touching London.
Yeah, man, alright.
Manchester.
Yeah, man. Left, man. Left, I'm gonna get some football. Because I feel like Marla is a good player, bro.
That Marla, baller, bro.
I see Marla play some football. I see Marla play some good football. Watch Marla in person. Marla is a really good footballer. But I can't go run him.
Who like more, Marla Sweatman or Khadija Shah?
You like more?
Yeah.
In terms of football?
So what else we could
have
talk about?
Talk about league.
No one sports show.
Yeah, well, you tell me say she a goat and all them things.
As in she's the greatest of all time.
Yeah, you say the goat and they say you're a goat. Bro, just chill out now.
In my opinion, she's my greatest reggae girl and reggae person of all time.
Ask the question again.
So what we are talking about, right? After the football we are talking about.
Ask the question again, no?
I say who me like more, Marlo or Khadija?
Khadija Shah? If a footballer talk about.
No, then what else could I be?
No, because then the question sound dumb now. Because just call one the goat, you don't call the other one even close to the goat.
No, but wait. That's not because Khadija the goat means Khadija my baller. Marlo can be my baller, but can like how Marlo play the ball more. We can like the position of Marlo play, no? So can like how she move the ball from side to side. Between the two of them still no. Out of mind, bro.
I'm Spencer.
Yeah, come join me up on the people them DK, bro.
They want GK, bro.
You never come join.
Yeah, man, they want Becky Spencer, man.
You never come join me up on.
You know Becky, Becky game.
I said Rebecca Spencer, big baller. Yeah. That Rebecca Spence.
Top.
Oh God, man.
Top.
Outstanding
What you say
footballer.
about Alison Swavey?
Oh God, man. Alison Swavey.
Well, if a favorite team on the team is still.
Eh?
But who say one favorite?
Bro, them really a baller, bro. Like Alison Swavey really good still.
I love watching reggae girls, man. I love reggae girls, bro. Anytime I watch them, it's a jar. You see it, so.
So why we not talk about Juice Spence?
Juice Spence.
Why she in here?
Juice Spence. Yeah, I say no.
Juice Spence a baller, bro.
So baller.
Yeah, bro.
So why you trying with this a thing though?
No, because me personally prefer how Marlo play than Juice Spence.
Me prefer Chinelo.
But Juice Spence, Juice Spence a serious footballer. In fact, Juice Spence is one of the most technically gifted players in the team. I love her tenacity, I love her dog. But Marlo the G.
I agree, bro. So Marlo or Juice Spence?
Like, who a Marlo or who better? Cause
I got question up. Two of them there right, so pick one.
If you can play for my team,
Just pick one, bro.
let's pick one. As a captain or as a fan,
Marlo Sweatman.
Juice Spence on the wall. I would say that Marlo bigger, so she have more size. You get me on some field, she can be more dominative in the mid pitch. You get me on so she can play a box-to-box type of role, whereas Juice Spence is kind of a top link. So because of the versatility
Hey, cousin.
of Marlo,
Hey,
I'll
cousin.
probably go with Setman.
Yeah, go with Sweatman, bro. Rate Sweatman to you now. Marlo, big up yourself. Hope you're doing the love over there in Hungary. I mean, I make a joke on the go. I hope you want to do it in Hungary. I hope you're not hungry. But yeah, Marla, big up yourself. And we that still the top, bro. Good look one. Big up yourself, people. If you like the show, though, come on and be from like the show.
Like the show, Bridget.
Yeah, man, and leave a comment and subscribe to this or that Sports TV. Is it? One more thing first, though.
Share the video to at least 10 people. But ensure to get us 6 subscribers, because if each and every one of you guys can manage to do that, do you know how many subscribers that would get us by the end of the day, people?
Wow, Wally, for now, this was this or that Sports TV.
Another episode of Student Talk.
And we are out.